An hour of amazing stories and unbelievable people begins right now.
Tonight on Ripley's. Being one of the world's best surfers and riding 50-foot waves wasn't enough of a rush for Laird Hamilton. So now he wants to go airborne. Watch as he tries soaring over the water in his incredible flying surfboard.
It's very like being a bird.
These men and women are partaking in the most macabre meal ever known to man. Join the Ripley's World Tour and witness the ritual where the whole family digs up and dines on dead relatives. Matt Gunn was born missing his chest muscles. Now he's tattooing his whole body in checkers to hide his deformity.
Getting the tattoos made me feel proud of my birth defect.
From his flesh to his furniture, it's the $42,000 obsession you just gotta check out.
Checker patterns make me happy.
Plus, the man with hands so fast, he'll undress you before you even know it.
I'll be naked before long.
Only Ripley's takes you for a ride on the world's first underwater bicycle. And can this hard-bodied Golden Girl stay airborne for 8 grueling hours while trying to set a Ripley's record?
I'll try anything once.
Only on Ripley's Believe It or Not.
Laird Hamilton is a legend in the world of surfing. Well, tonight on Ripley's, he will attempt to make history again. But this time his surfboard is not on the water, but about this high above it.
When it comes to surfing, there's one man who rises above the rest. Literally. Because believe it or not, this guy doesn't ride his board on the water. He rides it on the air, floating a foot above the waves.
It's very like being a bird. It's like flying along, and I'm not a bird, obviously, but if I was, I think the feeling would be very similar.
Surfing legend Laird Hamilton has been catching waves since he was just a toddler.
I've been surfing for more than 30 years.
His obsession with wave riding turned him into one of the greatest thrill seekers the surfing world has ever known. For this guy, conquering killer 50-foot waves is just another day at the beach.
It's the ultimate form of expression, and it's an incredible feeling to ride giant waves.
Always searching for a new challenge, Laird got inspired when he saw an unusual new water skiing apparatus that actually uses a hydrofoil to lift the skier off the water.
The first time I saw an air chair, I was excited about the possibilities.
Laird thought this radical concept could also be applied to a surfboard, so he and his buddy Dave started experimenting, combining hydrofoils with surfboards. And it wasn't long until they were ready to put their revolutionary new invention to the test. First, the rider had to be towed into the wave by a jet ski. Then, using the balance they mastered as elite surfers, after a few waves, the guys were actually riding their new creation that they dubbed the foilboard. And although their surfing experience is a definite plus, riding the foilboard requires developing a certain set of skills.
It's a completely different sensation. It's a completely different balance. The only thing I could really compare it to would be like trying to ride a unicycle on a surfboard.
Incredibly, the hydrofoil actually taps into the underwater current for propulsion, rendering the power of the waves unnecessary. Unbelievably, it even allows a surfer to tackle the ocean when there are no waves at all.
I think eventually you'll be able to just ride across the ocean on a real windy day, and you'll be able to start connecting wind swell to wind swell to wind swell, and you won't even need a proper swell anymore.
A foilboard is much more efficient in using the wave's energy than a surfboard. So it allows us to ride waves that don't break. We catch them earlier, we ride them longer.
And as for the future of foil boarding, Laird hopes to manufacture and sell his boards so that everyone can enjoy this innovative new sport.
I think that foil boards will cost somewhere in the range from $1,500 to $2,000. They're not going to be cheap, but you know, nothing fun is.
Believe it.
Skiing can be a very dangerous sport. Over 100,000 people are injured every year. Helmets and pads can help cushion the blows, but the most important safety gear for the man in our next story is a simple microphone and speaker.
Bart Bunting is a competitive skier who loves the rush of speeding down the slopes, reaching speeds of up to 50 miles an hour. But he sees nothing but this. Because believe it or not, this world-class skier is completely blind. And now, he's about to take on his ultimate challenge.
Many people over the years have told me that they were absolutely certain I'm crazy, and I tend to agree with them.
Born without sight, Bart never let his blindness slow him down.
He was hell-bent on doing everything 100 miles an hour. Anything that was a little bit dangerous or exciting, Bart was in it.
From skateboarding to swimming to running marathons, Bart was not content to sit on the sidelines of life.
I did everything that all the other kids did and never really worried about the fact that I couldn't see.
Being blind might have made him more determined to achieve than had he not been.
After Bart earned a degree in computer programming at the age of 22, his longtime friend Nathan Cheever suggested that he try skiing.
He enjoyed it right from the word go and was really good at it.
But because blind skiing is a two-man game, Nathan agreed to become Bart's guide. He skis down the slippery slopes 8 to 10 feet ahead of Bart and directs him by yelling into a microphone with a speaker which is strapped to his back.
Yep. Testing, testing. On go. And left.
As Bart tears down the mountain at breakneck speed, he must focus on Nathan's voice and quickly respond to 3 basic commands.
Left, and right. Right, and straight. Right, and left. Go.
To find out just how difficult blind skiing is, we put Steve Bova, Australia's national ski coach, to the test. After strapping on blinders to prevent any visibility, Steve's ready to follow Nathan's lead.
So we're going to start off fairly slow, eh? Straight.
Despite being a world champion sighted skier, Steve has a lot of trouble skiing blindfolded.
It tends to really take all your equilibrium away. You don't really know where you're at on the slope. Slow, eh?
But Bart caught on to the process quickly, and in under a year, he was ready for his first competition. Would a man who'd only been on skis for a short time really be able to hold his own on the slopes? The day of his first ever competition arrives, and amazingly, despite enormous pressure, Bart works the course like a pro, taking 5th place. Bart continues to improve and soon takes 1st and 2nd place in separate events at the World Championships. But Bart's ultimate challenge comes on the slopes of Salt Lake City, facing off against the best skiers in the world.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, go. Straight.
Bart flies out of the gate, and down the hill, Nathan is in front of him yelling out commands. Unbelievably, with the best time, Bart takes 1st place and walks away with a gold medal at his first ever Paralympic event, cementing his status as one of the best blind skiers on Earth.
Skiing for me, even though I have to follow a guide, is probably the closest feeling I get to absolute freedom.
Believe it.
With 45 million blind people in the world today, there's a growing demand for more outdoor activities geared to the sightless.
Wolfgang Kulau is about to do something no one has ever done before. Believe it or not, he is going to ride his bike underwater. As an experienced scuba diver and long-distance biker, Wolfgang was looking for a way to combine the two sports. So he created this one-of-a-kind underwater bike. He first had to build a frame that would sink, literally. So he filled it with lead and tested it in a swimming pool. The next obstacle was keeping himself on the bike underwater. Without some type of weight, Wolfgang would quickly float to the surface. After weeks of testing and trying lighter and heavier weights, he decides a 44-pound lead weight will keep him firmly on his seat. And today, Wolfgang will attempt to ride his bike further than ever before. Over 2.5 miles under the Baltic Sea. Despite facing rough terrain and dangerous sea creatures, Wolfgang begins his ride. It's slow going as he pedals along the bottom of the ocean, passing by crabs, jellyfish, and even picking up some hitchhikers. Cycling at depths of over 20 feet, he soon reaches the halfway point, and everything seems to be going well. But suddenly, a powerful current knocks Wolfgang over. He manages to recover, and finally, after 3 hours and 15 minutes, Wolfgang's done it, riding his bike for 2.5 miles underwater. Believe it.
Next, the Ripley's World Tour uncovers a clan that finds its food by clawing it right out of the ground, even if it means digging up the dead to feed their faces. Plus, only Ripley's takes you inside the world of these modern-day gladiators. Unseen for over 2,000 years, their extraordinary battle is coming up. Also, find out how this guy's using ink to camouflage his birth defect.
Some of the most excruciating physical pain you could ever go through.
And she's an ultra-buff blonde, tough enough to take home the Miss Galaxy title. But does she have what it takes to set a new Ripley's record?
Most of my friends, they always know that I'm doing something wacky and crazy.
Her amazing airborne endurance test when Ripley's returns. We travel to India in tonight's Ripley's World Tour. For hundreds of years, members of this Indian religious sect have practiced a ritual so unappetizing, even onlookers are left with a bad taste in their mouths. Believe it or not, after digging up human corpses, followers satisfy their hunger by sinking their teeth into the bodies of their ancestors, maintaining that this brings a certain type of closure.
இறந்து போன முன்னோர்களுக்கு செய்யக்கூடிய ஒரு ஆத்ம சாந்திக்காகவும் இதை செய்யறோம்.
This foul feast happens once a year on a day dedicated to the Hindu god Lord Shiva. Through prayer and chanting, true believers enter a kind of altered state. Then they're escorted through town to a temple. There they receive a special blessing before the ritual begins. After an offering of coconuts and bananas to Lord Shiva, the high priest blesses the men. Then they make their way to the town cemetery. Once there, the men locate a suitable grave and start digging. Using their bare hands, the bones are pulled from the earth. Then these morose devotees bite down, sinking their teeth into bones, each bite bringing their ancestors closer to everlasting peace. And with the macabre ritual complete, the men place the bones back into the earth. And this cannibalistic procession heads back to the village to wait until next year, when Lord Shiva returns again. Believe it.
Over the years, Ripley's has brought you the story of a man with 12 fingers, a man with 8 severed fingers, even a man with toes for fingers. But the man in our next story has, as he calls it, hands down, the fastest fingers in the world.
Bob Arno is the last man you'd want walking next to you on the street or standing beside you in a crowd. Because believe it or not, as seen in this demonstration, he can pick your pocket or even swipe the tie right off your neck and you'd never even know it. And he uses his incredible ability to catch thieves red-handed. Now, to prove just how good he is, we're putting his skills to the test on members of the Ripley staff and on the streets of LA. As a teenager, Bob became fascinated with con men and pickpockets in his native Sweden, learning the tricks of their trade and sharpening his skills on friends and family members. But it wasn't until he got a job traveling the world as a photojournalist that Bob found a use for his fast fingers. After seeing firsthand all the street crime around the globe, Bob decided to do something about it. Realizing his potential to aid law enforcement agencies, Bob goes undercover into the treacherous world of pickpockets and muggers to help track scam artists who prey upon tourists and locals alike. His investigations, using hidden cameras on gritty streets around the world, have given Bob the ability to spot a pickpocket even before he makes his move. Body language and behavior patterns tip him off every time as he shadows the potential thieves.
In Barcelona, very popular street, all kinds of activity. Here's the pickpocket here. He's walking up, hoping to go for this rucksack here. He's edging up closer. Now he's opening up one of the zippers, hoping to see a wallet. Notice the black plastic bag in his hand to cover, to shield. Now he sees the wallet. He's going to come back from the other side, remove it.
Bob then confronts the pickpocket and returns the wallet to its rightful owner. Working as a consultant to various law enforcement agencies, Bob shares his intimate knowledge of street thievery with thousands of police and security officers around the world.
Bob's training of not only our department, but departments across the country is invaluable. Take his training in 3 or 4 hours, you could teach a new detective what would take him 5 or 6 years to learn on the street.
To demonstrate just how swiftly Bob can swipe almost anything from an unsuspecting person, we've invited him to the Ripley's production office without informing the staff of his true identity. He introduces himself as a European journalist and begins interviewing employees.
What would you say is most unique about France and Spain in terms of, hugging, touching, and the differences between America? Can you take a paper up and hold the paper? Don't you have a paper here somewhere? Stand so you're beside these people here. Come over here. Let's assume I said to you, I have a cheap watch, for example. What would you pay for it? You wouldn't buy this one? What about this one? Because it's not worth anything, or cheap, or because it's stolen. Okay. Let me ask you this question. What about this watch? Would you buy that? Pardon? It's your watch. Oh, you mean you're the sucker today? Okay. I didn't get the wallet, did I? Double check on the wallet. Where is the wallet? No, double check if it's in your pocket. Is it in your pocket?
It's my back pocket.
Okay, if I can take it now, is it mine?
Sure, I have no money.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you. And didn't you come up to get your watch? Put it in your pocket, otherwise, okay? Because if you don't have it in the pocket, I'll just go for it one more time. Come in close. You know what? Do you use reading glasses? Okay, are these yours?
In this replay, you can see Bob snagging the watch and glasses in the blink of an eye. And Bob's talents aren't just limited to crowded rooms. On the streets of LA, he lets his fingers do the talking.
What neckties do you like? Do you like... how much does it have to cost?
Cost range?
How much did you pay for that one?
This is a Tommy. Oh, what happened to my tie? Oh, you got my tie.
Is this the one?
That was quick.
In slow motion, you can see Bob distracting him while he loosens, then slips one end of the tie out from around the man's neck. With the thin end undone, the rest of the tie slips off easily. When Bob asks this man about his clothes, he has no idea that he's about to be almost undressed by Bob's lightning-quick limbs.
What is the most formal you have?
What's the most formal?
What's the most formal dress mode that you have?
Smoking jacket.
Smoking jacket, okay. What do you, how much do you think he paid for his tie?
40.
40 bucks?
Yeah.
What do you pay for your tie?
20.
20 bucks. Oh, that's a cheaper one.
Yes.
What about this one?
Oh, man. Oh, you
Oh,
got
man.
it. Oh, jeez, you are good.
What about, is that yours?
Oh,
okay.
geez.
Now, here, take it in your hand.
Yeah.
Turn around. Put it back in your pocket. Put it, now put it inside. Now, deep on the other side. Otherwise, I may take it from you again.
Jeez.
Yeah, put it back in your pocket. Now, let me ask you one more question. A credit card or cash in your
Hey,
pocket?
what else? Oh, my God.
Oh, my God, what?
Oh, jeez, this guy is good. All right, I'll be naked before long.
So, how much did you feel?
Not enough.
Not enough.
Bob Arno proves once again that when it comes to finger speed, he's got the upper hand. Good thing he's working on the right side of the law. Believe it.
Still ahead, these brazen history buffs are obsessed with recreating the past. Now they're using real weapons and risking serious injury to relive the rush and glory of the gladiators. Plus, the mind-boggling medical procedure that literally sucks the bad stuff right out of your body. Also, find out how a toy wheel helped turn the tables for Winky the Wounded Turtle in tonight's Unbelievable Animals. And Kelly Packard and the Ripley's Road Trip challenged this truck-towing strongman to a rematch. He pulled a semi packed with students, but does he have the brawn to pull our 40,000-pound tour bus?
Ready? Okay. Let's go!
It's Man vs. Machine when Ripley's return.
With a population of over 6 billion, there's no shortage of unique and amazing people in this world. In fact, Ripley's recently discovered some remarkable individuals that you really have to see for yourselves.
Gladiator. The word conjures up visions of the Colosseum, ancient Rome, and bloodthirsty fans. But the gladiator legend is no longer just a thing of the past. Believe it or not, a group of Italian historians are putting on armor, taking up real swords, and facing being shredded, sliced, and cut to precisely recreate the battles of the Roman gladiators.
Abbiamo gladiatori che sono dottori, ingegneri, architetti.
Since 1994, Dario Battaglia has run the Institute of the Art of Combat, the world's very first modern gladiator school.
Dario's group is certainly that which is the most serious in their research and attempt to do things right.
Twice a week, Dario and his students take a hands-on approach to dangerous hand-to-hand combat, attempting to recreate the ancient way of life as accurately as possible.
It was not only bloodlust. It was a celebration of the Roman state and its virtues.
For these illustrious reenactments, each man skillfully crafts his own medieval weapon by hand, to exact specifications, whether he chooses a trident and net or a dagger and axe. But a warning, the weapons these men use during their battles are very real. Please don't try this at home. The men fight in a series of free-form rounds, 2 finalists facing off in a showdown. Although blood is sometimes shed, unlike bouts of old, these dueling matches end when a competitor would be fatally stabbed. The losing gladiator having to bow to the victor and accept his defeat. Believe it.
The human body is a fascinating machine, and here at Ripley's, it never fails to amaze us. Now, please be warned that this story contains some graphic images.
These tiny containers may look strange lined up over this man's body. But believe it or not, they're creating a suction so powerful, they'll actually suck fluid right out of his body.
This is curative. Going to the source, cleaning the filters, and getting your body activated. It is too good to be true.
It's called medical cupping, and this controversial procedure dates back nearly 2,000 years to China. And incredibly, it's still being practiced today in many parts of the world as an alternative treatment for various illnesses and pain.
Cupping itself is used for things like digestive disorders, for pain, for gynecological disorders, and for a number of illnesses that are hard to treat by other means.
Today, Burton Goldberg is having the procedure done in an attempt to treat recurring pain in his foot. Practitioners believe cupping removes toxins from the body, allowing fresh circulation to reach these areas, thus letting the body heal itself.
On the mesenchyme system, which is part of the lymph system, the garbage disposal, you feed the body and you let your God-given immune system heal.
First, the doctor places special glass cups all over Burton's body. Then, using a specially designed tool, air is pumped out, creating an intense vacuum inside the container, causing the cups to attach to Burton's skin. And after approximately 10 minutes, bodily fluids actually permeate his skin, filling the cups. The cups are then removed, leaving welts on Burton's body, which will disappear in only a few days. And while the procedure might look painful, it actually causes very little discomfort, and Burton is already pleased with the results.
Right now, I don't have any pain in my foot, and I had pain yesterday.
But a session doesn't come cheap. One 20-minute treatment can cost as much as $1,500. Believe it.
Still ahead, Kelly Packard and the Ripley's road trip challenged this world-famous strongman to a rematch. He pulled a truck cab packed with co-eds. Now, will he have what it takes to budge Ripley's 40,000-pound bus? Plus, Ripley's reveals how one man is turning his physical deformity into a body of art.
I could take off my shirt and be proud I was getting payback for having birth defects.
And the fitness queen getting ready to take to the sky to try and take home a Ripley's record. Enter Robert Ripley's archives.
Robert Ripley, leave it or not. Leave it or not.
The year is 1967, and police are about to unveil a secret weapon which promises to stop a rioting crowd in the streets. This new invention, dubbed Instant Banana Peel, is a powder which becomes slippery when water is added. One step on this slick surface is sure to make any mob think twice about causing trouble. The surface is so slippery, you can even drag a car over it. But despite the possibilities, police pass on the new weapon. It seems that potential injuries from the slick gel could make things sticky for police in the courtroom.
Leave it or not.
Kelly Packard continues to roam across America in search of the country's most amazing people.
In her specially designed tour bus and pulling the world's largest rubber band ball, Kelly Packard is zigzagging across the country in search of America's most unbelievable people. From the sunny beaches of Florida and the nation's capital in Washington, D.C., the bright lights of Sin City, and the dry heat of the Mojave Desert, the ultimate end of her journey. There, Kelly will witness a Ripley's exclusive, dropping the world's largest rubber band ball from an airplane more than a mile in the sky.
Tonight, Kelly is in Daytona Beach, Florida, and there are a lot of people gathered around her tour bus.
Dean, quite a crowd is gathered here in Daytona Beach, Florida to meet John Wooten, very possibly the world's strongest man.
Okay, John, so you say you can pull my tour bus?
That's right, Kelly, I can.
Okay, this thing weighs over 40,000 pounds, you realize that?
Piece of cake.
All right, well, our challenges here at Ripley's are never easy, so we're going to do this. We're going to have you pull this bus to that finish line over there, which is 30 feet away in under 30 seconds. Can do it?
I think I can do it. Let's see what happens.
All right, while you get ready, let's take a look to see what you did to prepare for this event. John Wooten's made a career out of performing incredible feats of strength.
You know, it's a tough job, but somebody's got to do it.
But he wasn't always the big man he is today. In fact, as a kid growing up in Boston, John was so skinny he began working out just to catch up with the other kids.
I says, oh, yeah, I'll show you. I says, I'll become the world's strongest man. Then I got some weights, and I started really getting into it when I was around 13 years old, and that's how it all started.
Soon, John was attempting the impossible, like pulling the cab of a 29,000-pound big rig truck, packed with college kids, 40 feet. A huge challenge, but the bus he's trying to pull today is over 40,000 pounds. That's about 10,000 pounds more than the Mack truck, and he's going to attempt to pull it 30 feet in under 30 seconds. All right, well, if you're ready, I'm ready.
Ready.
Okay.
Let's go.
I'm gonna time you, and we have a crowd of Daytona Beach bikers here. And they're gonna cheer you on. Let's do this. All right. Hey. On your marks. Get set. Go. 5 seconds. 10 seconds. 15 seconds. 20 seconds. That was 20 seconds. Nice job. Give me 5. Woo! That was great. Awesome. Unbelievable. A breathless John Wooten pulls this 40,000-pound bus 30 feet, and you saw it only on Ripley's.
Kelly Packard heads back out on the road as she continues to cross America. Find out where she ends up next week when the Ripley's road trip makes its next stop. Next, when Winky the tortoise lost a leg, nobody expected her to survive. Now, one caring craftsman is coming to her rescue, literally turning this toy into Winky's Wheel of Fortune in tonight's Unbelievable Animals. And Matt Gaughan's obsession with checkered patterns didn't stop with his wardrobe. See how he's hiding his physical deformity by turning his entire body into an optical illusion when Ripley's returns. Ripley's world of unbelievable animals.
Winky the tortoise has a new lease on life. After a recent accident left her near death and missing a leg, this tough little turtle is moving again, thanks to, believe it or not, a specially designed wheel. After being nursed back to health by a good Samaritan, Winky found it hard to walk with only 3 legs. So toy designer Simon England came up with a creative plan. Using a special glue, he molds a small socket right onto the underside of the shell. It will support an axle and a little wheel, greatly improving Winky's mobility. But will it work?
I thought it was a bit unusual, but we felt we could actually help her out. And because she was going to go outside, we thought, well, she doesn't want to think it's going to rust. So we came up with the idea of using a brass tube.
Now Winky wheels herself everywhere at record speed, for a turtle. And that freedom has spun Winky's world around, turning her into a happy and healthy tortoise. Believe it.
It's easy to become obsessed with a game like chess or checkers, playing for hours at a time. Well, Ripley's went to New Orleans because we heard about one checker fanatic who has really let the game get under his skin. You'll see what we mean.
In the home of Matt Gaughan, you can find checkerboard patterns almost everywhere, from tablecloths to clothing to tiled floors. But believe it or not, his obsession with checkers runs so deep that he's not only decorated his apartment with them, he's tattooed them over his entire body. Matt Gaughan began his transformation nearly 13 years ago.
Right after my 18th birthday, I got the inspiration for a checker pattern as a background for large, colorful tattoos all over my body.
Matt was born without several muscles. Though barely visible, he was self-conscious of the minor defects.
I'm missing my major pectoral, which is the large sheep muscle on the chest. I'm also missing one of the bicep muscles. Getting the tattoos seemed to make me feel proud of my body, so instead of hating my body, I like my body.
So Matt began to cover his entire body with tattoos, a process more painful than any surgery he'd experienced in the past.
Some of the most excruciating physical pain you could ever go through. I've had emergency surgery, I've had many accidents, and still the tattoos in some spots hurt worse than that.
Matt has endured the agony of 250 tattoo sessions, covering 94% of his body with elaborate, colorful designs, and turning himself into a human checkerboard. And for Ripley's, Matt has agreed to shave his head, revealing his favorite checkered pattern, even on his scalp. The only places left unmarked are his face, the soles of his feet, and the palms of his hands. And not only is he covered with $42,000 worth of ink, Matt's apartment is also decked out in his favorite checkerboard pattern, from his bathtub to the couch and even the toilet seat.
Checker patterns make me happy. Everybody likes them.
Wow, pretty nice. I like it.
Although not everyone's reactions are positive when they check out Matt's checkers.
You didn't do that, did you?
What do you think?
No, I'm gonna tell you, I think it's absurd.
Now that Matt's covered almost entirely in tattoos, how does he feel about his body?
I could take off my shirt and be proud, and it made me feel special.
Believe it.
Next, she's one of the most fit women on the face of the earth. Now, she's about to leave Earth in search of tonight's Ripley's record.
I definitely think it's going to be interesting, but it's an adventure.
And this gruesome set of choppers has unexplainable powers. The strange story behind this human-reptile hybrid when Dean sinks his teeth into the Ripley's vault. Next. Amazing stories and unbelievable people. Ripley's Believe It or Not.
Kim Lyons is a well-rounded athlete who's used to pushing her body to its physical limit. But today, Kim's entering uncharted waters, attempting to set a Ripley's world record for the longest parasail ride ever.
I love anything new, and I'll try anything once.
All her life, Kim has pushed herself to be the best, competing in the Fitness America pageant and even being named Miss Galaxy. Kim knows being fit will be the key to completing this world record attempt. While parasailers are usually in the air for only 12 to 15 minutes, Kim will have to stay up 8 grueling hours to break the record. Besides overcoming basic obstacles like fatigue, unpredictable weather, and motion sickness,
I'm probably going to be a little bit maybe nauseous.
Kim will not be allowed any bathroom breaks, and that might be the hardest part of all. It's dawn on the day of the attempt. The parasail team is already hard at work. If there are any unexpected problems, a paramedic is on board. With launch time just minutes away, Kim adds some extra layers to stay warm and packs a knapsack with lots of sunscreen, lip balm, food, and water. The harness slips on, and Kim is ready. And it's a perfect launch. 8:15 and Kim lifts off, out to set a new Ripley's world record. Kim is airborne, but only 10 minutes into her flight, Kim gets queasy.
I feel kind of ill. A little sick to my stomach.
But Kim toughs it out. Helping distract her from her motion sickness is an awe-inspiring sight.
This is the best view of dolphins I've had in a long time, I tell you. Very cool. I had to break out the video camera.
All may be fine for Kim, but now the crew has to refuel the boat while it's still moving without dropping Kim into the water and ending the attempt.
Hey, Mike, I'm dropping rapidly.
After 6 hours of airtime, Kim's seasickness returns. But with the end in sight, she hangs on. Kim only needs to stay up 2 more hours, and she'll have done what no one else in the world has ever achieved. The time ticks down. And after 8 hours of sky-high dangling, she's done it.
That's the record. Bring her in. All right. Good work, Kim. How you feeling, Tom?
Great. Feel good. Now get me out of here.
Yeah, get me out of
Kim Lyons parasails for 8 continuous hours, soaring her way to a new Ripley's World Record.
How you feeling?
Great. I feel wonderful. No problem.
There is a story behind every object here in the Ripley's vault. Take these dentures, for instance. They were donated by Bobby Blackburn, a professional crocodile handler from Oudtshoorn, South Africa. His uncanny ability to care for hundreds of crocs without hurting them or getting injured himself has amazed those who have visited his ranch for years. And yes, he believes these pearly whites hold the key to his success. You see, these are croc teeth. Bobby wears them when approaching a croc. It apparently puts the carnivorous creatures at ease and gives Bobby the edge he needs to safely maneuver these 17-foot-long animals. Unbelievable? Believe it.
Having trouble finding the hole.
That was the scariest thing I've ever done.
Only those with the guts.
All right, let's do this.
Win the glory.
I did! I'm so happy!
Fear Factor. Back-to-back episodes. Tonight starting at 7. Only on Schiller. Scary Good.